I would now like to introduce the second of this year's valedictorians. This year's valedictorian also has a grade point average of 4.6. He has taken 12 advanced placement and 11 honors courses in his 4 years of high school. He has achieved straight A's in his academic coursework throughout his high school career. He will attend the University of Michigan, where he will major in chemical engineering and particle physics. At this time, I would like to introduce the valedictorian for the class of 2014, Mr. Justin Rose.
Picture this, a young boy on the cusp of adulthood, confused about the world around him, unsure of who he is or what he is to become. His miniature afro seems to grow by the day, and he is proud of that fact. His braces take up the majority of his face. He sports a beautiful and disgusting peach fuzz mustache because he doesn't yet know how to shave and is too nervous to ask his dad. You know, puberty and stuff. In fact, look at him. This is the unpleasant reality. And I hope that you don't see the resemblance. Ah, middle school. That time in our lives that, according to most of us, never happened. But it did. And thanks to the dawn of social media, I have photographic proof that it did. I've seen it. Guys, your facial hair, if you can even call it that, was every bit as gross as mine. Girls, though, you were a little different. When you smiled, the whole room lit up. Of course, that was because your braces doubled as a disco ball. But the atmosphere did become a little more radiant. But you know what? Mine did the same thing, and I was in Alaska at the time. So I guess it's nice to know that awkward has the ability to just transcend 4,000 miles. Anyway, around this time 4 years ago, I was living in Alaska, as I said before. Oh, and while I'm on the topic, yes, I lived in an igloo, rode my pet polar bear to school every day, and my favorite class was seal hunting. I liked it there a lot, though I was a pretty nervous kid. In fact, I had this nervous tick I would do whenever I talked to anyone. Want something like this. Snap, snap, hit. Snap, snap, hit. And what was funny about this is that the more nervous I was, the faster my hands would go. So, while I was talking to one of my friends, I'd be like, and while I was talking to one of my teachers, I'd be like, and when I was talking to any female that was even close to my age, I'd be like this. But I finally did meet some people who I could get along with. And for a while, I was the happiest I had ever been. When my parents gave me the news that we were moving, I was crushed. I was finally emerging from my cocoon as a beautiful freshman. And then everything I had and everything I had known was going to be taken away from me. I was sad for a very long time when I moved here. I hardly spoke a word until the end of 9th grade. I don't think I was back to where I was in 8th grade until the middle of last year. So, of course, now we're graduating. And it's about to happen all over again. And I am terrified, as I know many of you are. It's funny, as much as we hate high school, but love Mr. Suvak, there are a lot of us who aren't willing to leave yet because it's a change, and change is tough. That being said, there is actually quite a bit to look forward to. We won't be told that our short shorts are too short, or that it's inappropriate to yell the name of our beloved principal in the hallways when he's not looking. Suvak! My personal favorite thing is that I will probably never hear the word ethnocentric ever again. Because let's be honest, no one who hasn't had IS even knows what that means. But the best news about any change is, though, it can't get to us unless we let it. There are 4 basic human needs. 4 things that we absolutely need to survive. Food, shelter, water, and clothing. That's it. That's all we need. You know what's not on that list? Starbucks. Even if we end up somewhere that doesn't have a Starbucks, we will make it. I promise. You know what else isn't on that list? Football. Even if we never watch another football game, we will make it. Snapbacks aren't on there, nor are Uggs or Murraysville, or Leonardo DiCaprio, or Minecraft, or the Baja Blast Mountain Dew from Taco Bell, or even Mr. Stahl's beautiful face. You know what else isn't on that list? Friends. And you know what else isn't on that list? Family. Don't get me wrong. Family and friends are just about the most important things in our lives. But for one reason or another, they might not always be there. There's only one thing that will remain constant through any change, through any trial or challenge, and luckily, it's the only thing we will ever need: ourselves. As long as we exist, we will keep on existing. As long as we remember that, there is nothing that we can't handle. Can you get food? Can you get shelter, water, and clothing? If the answer is yes, then the world keeps turning. In short, you can always even. So often, and I'm guilty of this today, as I was when I moved here, we think, oh my God, if I don't have this, or if that person goes away, we're done for. It's the end. But it's not the end. When nothing else in the world is the same, we will be. No matter what changes, no matter what life throws our way, we will still have ourselves. And we don't need anything else, save for those 4 basic things. There's no event that we can't handle. There is nothing that can stop us. There is nothing that can take our own being away from us, and so there is nothing that can stop us from moving forward. Thank you.